Hey guys, it's Nathan from the Rambling Rome YouTube channel. Today we are in Virginia and we're going to do a one-day visit to Shenandoah National Park. We are going to ride along Skyline Drive, some 105 miles, and feature about 5 of the many overlooks there are to choose from on Skyline Drive. We've chosen 4 day hikes, and so we'll share those for you. No visit to a national park, I think, would be complete without stopping and visiting at least one of the visitor centers in the park, so we'll do that as well. Hopefully this video will serve as a guide for you if you're looking to do a one-day visit to the park. And our hikes will total a little over 5 miles, but they're very climby here. We're riding along the ridge in the Blue Ridge Mountains. Get on a hike and you're either gonna go up or you're gonna go down, and then you're gonna have to go back. So quite a bit of elevation. In those 5 miles of hikes, we're gonna get about 1,300 feet of climbing, so pretty climby here. Really looking forward to just kind of taking in the beauty of the Blue Ridge Mountains and the Shenandoah Valley. Always wonderful to visit one of America's national parks. Come along.
Given that we were staying a little south of the southernmost entrance to the national park, and the best chances for spotting wildlife along Skyline Drive exist early in the day before the park gets busy, we elected to get up early and enter the park from the Blue Ridge Parkway at the Rockfish Gap entrance station, where we picked up a map and paid our entrance fee by picking up an America the Beautiful National Park annual pass. Alternately, you can get either a standard entrance pass or annual pass just for Shenandoah. For anyone driving into the park, passes are per vehicle and are good for up to 4 people.
Hi. Hey there. Don't get our car.
Counting down, we started at mile marker 105 and we're stopped at mile marker 92. Going to reveal our first overlook stop. I want to give credit to a website called wanderingswithsarah.com, and I'll include a link to the 5 best overlooks in the park. So there are 75 overlooks here in Shenandoah, and this is the first one that you're recommended to stop at, and this is Moormans River Overlook. As you can see, it's absolutely gorgeous, but she pointed out that there are a number of the overlooks actually have water references, but you can't always see water, and this is one where you can definitely see it. And this is also an east-facing overlook, so if you're here early enough, you could potentially catch the sunrise, but this is absolutely gorgeous. We're at our first hike for the day. We're at mile marker 85 at the Blackrock Summit Trailhead, and there are a couple of suggested hikes you can see here. We're just going to do the hike number 1, which is a 1-mile circuit. It's the easiest. It's about it takes about 3/4 of an hour and has about 175 foot of elevation. All of these hikes that we're going to do are outlined on the National Park's website, and they have like a list of short hikes and then longer hikes you can choose from as well. So I'll include a link to that, and then I'll say that they're all also on AllTrails, so I'll include a link to the AllTrails route as well. So we're going to head up here, and going to be a cool summit with a rock scramble towards the top. So one really cool fun fact is that the Appalachian Trail, or the AT, actually comes through the park. And so we're going to be interacting with the AT throughout the day. We're making a loop, so we're heading up this way right now, but we're going to come back on the AT in just a minute. So we've come down this path, and we're taking a right and headed up towards the summit. So we're hitting one edge of sort of the rocks here, and you can get a 360-degree view. I don't know that there's a particular best way up. I'm sure locals would have suggestions for you, but we're just going to kind of make our way up to the top as best we can via a little rock scramble and see if we can get a view from the summit. All right, so we basically came up right through here, just the first edge of the rocks. And it's pretty easy to climb up on one of these rocks, although there are loose rocks, so you know, if it makes you uncomfortable at all, don't feel pressured. But the reward is a 360-degree view of the Blue Ridge Mountains. So you can see Shannon is right down there on the trail. So you can either make your way around the trail and basically just kind of be around the trail and not even try any of the rock scramble, or if you want to get the 360-degree views, you can head up and across the rock. So we're gonna rejoin her basically on the opposite side. So this is the main trail, so don't think that if you don't elect not to do the rock scramble that you're not going to get a view, because here is an awesome view. So now we're on the lower section of the loop, heading back to the car, walking along the Appalachian Trail. So my question to you guys is, how many of you out there have actually either section hiked portions of the Appalachian Trail or done the entire thing? And just comment in the comments. I'd love to hear what your experience was, and if you happen to have hiked this section, how you feel like it compares to other sections of the Appalachian Trail. We are at mile 77.8. We're at Rocktop Overlook, our second Overlook stop of the day. Gorgeous. Third Overlook stop, a mile 68.9, Bacon Hollow Overlook. Mile 56.4 on Skyline Drive at the Bearfence Mountain Trailhead. And I'll just say that this is a popular hike. It's about a 1 mile hike, over 200 feet of elevation, so a little climbier than the last one. And we're gonna again go back up to a rock scramble. So we're gonna do a loop here. So we're gonna do basically this hike number 1. And it's actually cool. It tells you a little bit here about the rock being formed out of lava. Pretty interesting. But this is a very popular hike, and you can see right now the lot is full, but you don't have to wait very long. You only wait a couple of minutes, and generally somebody will come down and pull out and open up a spot for you. So I understand it's going to be worth the wait, and we're heading across the parking lot here, up that hill. Crossing over the Appalachian Trail. Only about a 1/10 of a mile up the trail. Here's a little rock scramble action. So this is definitely more technical than the last trail, but some fun. Just follow the blue paint. So Benjamin and going across the ridge. We're following the blue, which involves sliding down this rock and continuing this way. When in doubt, follow the blue blazes. Came from down here, and we're heading up these rocks. So obviously there's a rock scramble to get up to this point, and it's correctly rated, I think moderate, but man, look at these views. 360 degrees. So it's pretty cool. You can see Skyline Drive. So this is actually where we came to. And there's a parking lot way down there somewhere that we climbed up from. And now we see all this. It's pretty wild. Feel like you're on top of the world. I really like these little wayfinding poles. So we've actually just come across the ridge, and now we're meeting up with the Appalachian Trail as indicated by this sign, but you can see it's also that way to Skyline Drive. So there are other markers. This isn't exclusive to the Appalachian Trail, but it tells you where you are, and then there might be something different written on the other side. So it's a really nice wayfinding that they've got. So we're making our way down the Appalachian Trail, but we climbed across those rocks. Pretty wild.
The largest visitor center in the park is located at mile 51 across from Big Meadows in the center of Shenandoah National Park. Available facilities include restrooms, information desk, ranger programs, a bookstore, publications, maps, and first aid. It's well worth taking the time to walk through the visitor center and see the exhibit, which focuses on the history of the park. Next to the visitor center lies the Big Meadow Wayside, which features groceries, gifts, and camping supplies. Also, there is a gas station. At the time of our visit, the grab-and-go restaurant was not yet open for the season, but we were able to supplement the sandwiches we had made with snacks and cold drinks and make this our lunch stop for the day.
So we are at the Dark Hollow Falls Trailhead. This is one of the most popular hikes in the park, and it is 1.6 miles long. It's out and back, and it has 583 feet of elevation, all of which is on the way back up. So just bear that in mind. But I think this is one of 12 named waterfalls in the park. Hard to capture the scale of this waterfall, but it starts all the way up there and descends all the way down to here. So as we're starting back up, I'll just say we saw a lot of people huffing and puffing. So this climb is no joke. They looked a little sad, some of them, as they were making their way back up. So just take your time. And I think a good tip for this is most of the hikes here are in the central district, so we're really close to the main visitor center. And if you are staying here or camping here and can get up early and beat the crowds, this would be a good one to do that at. So anyway, see you at the top. What'd you find, Shan?
I found a log that looks like a stick candy.
It sure does. We stopped off at Skyland, and we were told by another park employee earlier on that one of the best gift shops in the park is actually here at the Skyland dining room. And you can see that this says crafts and gifts, but none of the signs leading up to this say anything about a gift shop. So if you're looking for this, just follow the signs for the dining hall. So we're starting our last hike of the day, which is Stony via the Appalachian Trail. So I'll include a link from AllTrails to that, but it's a 1.6 mile lariat or like lollipop, kind of trail. Basically take a stem out, make a loop, see the view, come back, and we're just over, it's about 350 feet of elevation in that 1.6 miles. So be prepared for some climbing when you come to Shenandoah National Park, but lots of wonderful views for the payoff. I love life finds a way type stuff. And look at this tree growing sandwiched in between these rocks, going out and then straight up. Doing pretty well. Good job, tree. So we've been sharing space with the Appalachian Trail, but now the Appalachian Trail is going to continue north this way. We are going to continue up Stony Trail up this way. All right, so we're coming up on another split, and we'll basically, I'm going to go up the right side, but we'll come back down the left. Right over here, you can see Skyline Drive. So it looks like Skyland's right over there.
As always, we hope you found this content useful. If you did, please like the video and consider subscribing to the channel. Thanks.